Hello my fellow Jeti users, and welcome back to my workshop for another of Harry's little Jeti clinic videos. And this video is about getting the transmitter to tell you what you are doing whilst you're trying to tune the gain on a gyro, particularly with respect to the Powerbox iGyro, an example of which I have here, and particularly why that one will become clear in a moment. If you've watched a lot of my videos, you've probably heard me say many times that I'm a real advocate of never taking your eyes off the model to look down at the screen or the transmitter. That's when problems can occur, especially if you're dealing with a sort of model that's going to be using a gyro. You might have a high-speed jet or whatever. Anyway, why the iGyro? Well, in the case of a Bavarian Demon Cortex or Cortex Pro, Bavarian Demon themselves in the instructions say if you're doing normal flying, do not use it in heading hold mode, only use it in normal mode, and only use heading hold mode for things like hovering. If you're using the Jeti Assist, then you can use a physical switch to switch between normal mode and heading hold mode. With an iGyro, you have the option of using what Powerbox calls attitude assist, which is very like heading hold, but it's a bit more advanced, and you can use it in normal flight. You can even have it in the attitude assist, or if you like heading hold mode, during takeoff, which is thoroughly recommended against if you're using other brands of gyros like the Jeti Assist or the Bavarian Demon Cortex. And that gives you the opportunity with the iGyro to have the gain tuning knob at center for gain off, rotate it one way to be in normal damping mode, rotate it the other way to be in attitude assist or heading hold mode. Yes, you can do that with the Bavarian Demon Cortex, but as I say, would you want to have it set up that way, since Bavarian Demon themselves recommend not using heading hold in certainly normal forward flight. Whereas with the iGyro, yes, you can certainly try either way. So you might want the knob to be able to turn one way, try what it's like in normal mode, rotate it the other way, try what it's like in attitude assist or heading mode. And you want the transmitter to tell you which way you've swung the knob and what's going on. Okie dokie. Well, I've got the iGyro up and running. The knob P8 that I'm using, I shall just show you there. P8 down here. It's at center at the moment, so the iGyro's little lights are off. And if I rotate the knob anti-clockwise, the iGyro's lights will turn orange to indicate, I think that's attitude assist, or what you and I might normally call heading hold mode. And if I rotate it back to 0, they go off. And if I rotate it clockwise, they go green, which I think means normal mode. If I've got that the wrong way around, please don't shout at me. This is not an iGyro training session. The point is, we can rotate the knob clockwise, we get one, and anti-clockwise, we get the other. But if you're flying along, you're watching your model intently, you've switched your gyro on, you're ready to rotate the knob, and oh, which way was which, and how far have I swung it, and oh, am I back at the center or not? These are all important questions when you're flying, and we can get the transmitter to tell you all of these. So watch on. What we do, first of all, go to Advanced Properties, Sound of Proportional Controls. We'll select our control, which was the P8 knob. There we go. And the first thing we're going to do is set the mode to a center beep. So now what we'll do is give us a little beep just as we touch the center point. So watch as the lights go out, and at the same time, that means that the knob is centered, so the transmitter will give us a beep. There we go. Now, without me looking at the P8 knob, I know that it's at the center. I'll rotate it off a little one way. I don't know how far I've rotated it now. I'm watching my camera screen, not the knob. I can't see the knob, so I'll just rotate it back until I hear the beep. There we are. Oh, and look, the lights have gone out. Brilliant. So now I know that the knob is back at 0 gain just from listening to that beep on the transmitter. Lovely. But it'd be nice to know when I'm turning it just how far I've turned it. Well, we can get that as well. Let's go down once again, select P8, say OK. This time we'll have voice. Set it back to there. What voice means is that it stays quiet as you're rotating the knob, but once you've stopped turning the knob, the transmitter will speak out the value for you. And it will be the value of how far you've turned the knob, which is not necessarily the same as the servo travel. If you've turned the knob halfway, the transmitter is going to read out 50%. But if you've set the servo travels already down to 50%, or a dual rate of 50%, or a function curve at 50%, then your servo or gain would only be at 25%, whereas the transmitter is just going to read out the value of turning the knob, 50%. Okay, just a little thing to be aware of. Right, let's prove that. Now I'm going to rotate the knob. You'll see the lights come on, and when I stop rotating the knob, the transmitter will tell me how far I've gone.
Minus 54%.
Lovely. Let's turn it the other way.
56%.
Turn it a bit more.
81%.
Turn it back to off. There we
0%.
So now the transmitter tells me when I've got the knob at the center point with the beep. And if I knock it off a little bit,
11%. 0%.
I get the beep and a confirmation 0% readout. So now you get some idea just how far at least you've turned that gain tuning knob. There's one remaining thing. Oh gosh, which way have I turned it? I can't remember if anti-clockwise was normal mode or heading hold mode or attitude assist mode. Well, we can put that in as well. We go into menu. I think it's advanced properties. Sounds on event. Switch. I'll rotate the P8 knob. There we go. I want set it
Minus 12%.
proportional. I'll try and cover over the speaker to stop it making a noise for a moment. And I want my switch on point
Minus 5%. 4%.
to be literally
Minus 1%.
there.
Minus 6%.
That's the center
Minus
point.
1%.
So one bit.
Minus 6%.
Okay, so that's one click of the knob. And is it switched on to the left of it?
Minus 12%. Minus 5%.
It's switching on to the
0%.
right of it. I want it
Minus
switched on
1%.
as we come
Minus
anti-clockwise.
7%.
So I'll reverse that. And then down there it's fine.
0%.
Say OK. And the file I want it then to play will be that the gyro has gone into, I think, with those amber lights, is the attitude assist or heading mode. So I've made a customized sound file using the text-to-speech at RC Thoughts. Let's find it. Heading hold mode. As I say, I think Powerbox calls these attitude assist, but in my mind it's heading hold. I know it's not exactly heading hold, but it'll do for the moment, and certainly do for the purpose of this demonstration. So heading hold mode, lovely. I'm going to add another one back into knob P8.
Gyro heading hold mode.
Set it proportional.
48%. 9%. 4%.
Okay, the switch on point will be
5%.
oops, one click away from 0.
0%.
And it's going on that way.
11%.
Lovely.
4%.
And now I'll choose my gyro rate mode. There we go. Say OK. Now, the knob is at 0. The lights are out. When I rotate the knob, the transmitter will tell me which mode I've gone into And when I stop rotating the knob, it will tell me how far I've turned it. So I'm going to turn it anti-clockwise.
Gyro heading hold mode. Minus 35%.
There we are. I'll go back to 0, and I can do it without even looking at the knob. I'm looking at the screen on my phone that's recording this. So I'm seeing exactly what you're seeing. I can't see the knob.
0%.
There we go. I know to stop. And I'll rotate it clockwise from there now.
Gyro rate mode. 76%.
Lovely. And so without having to look down at the transmitter, without seeing the lights on the gyro, which of course is in the plane, the transmitter has told me which mode I've gone into and how far I've turned the knob. So have fun with that.